doesn't matter when you say you love me. It doesn't matter when you say you love me. It doesn't matter when you say you love me. It doesn't matter when you say you love me. It doesn't matter when you say you love me. It doesn't matter when you say you love me. It doesn't matter, it goes into my head as just chit chat.
My family is pretty private. When I got in this business, my granny was like, look, as long as y'all don't get on none of them talk shows. And said one of my cousins ended up doing it. He was on, I think he was on, which one was he on? One of the ghetto ones. He probably was on Jerry Springer. I didn't watch it because I was like, oh, see, my granny told y'all niggas not to get on the goddamn talk shows.
See, yeah, that's the thing. Back then and like around that time, 98, 99, like talk shows was like a big thing. And, you know, a lot of artists went on talk shows to promote themselves or whatever, but it's kind of like a lost outlet because a lot of talk shows, even if it is talk shows nowadays, it's a lot of artists not going on there.
Yeah, because there's so much politics with playing the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you don't own it, if you own it, they not gonna play your ass. If they friends own you, then you could play a whole damn night. You know what I'm saying? They don't mind because they gonna pay their friends. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pay oh, you own part of that damn Negro? Okay, then I'll play him. I'll put him on there. But if the Negro own himself, they not gonna put his ass on it. So. Yeah, I don't worry about it. They gonna find my music somewhere because it's in a library somewhere, and I'm always having my music registered. So they got to come back and be like, "Oh, excuse me, Ms.Toi, can we use this?" You know, and then
it's like for you to get featured on a song with like an artist like Ice Cube, who's had already been in the game for so many years at that point.
Yeah,
excuse me. A lot of artists who got an opportunity like that, they just rush in blindly. They, you know, signing their rights off or whatever. But I just think it's so interesting that Ms.Toi, nah, you did it right, and you got your share of your dang hook. You laid down. Period. If people don't know that, so shout out to you because I feel like you are a great role model, especially for a female artist trying to do this, you know, especially with me having a music background. I would want to be more like Ms.Toi, okay? Because
I mean,
you don't gotta see me.
I'm just proud. I'm proud.
Big sis proud. That makes me proud.
Studio, you got your backdrop. You see your big sis. I got my backdrop.
Yeah.
I got my studio cracking back up. You know, ask how the music keep going. It's because I invest in myself to keep my, you know, my brand current and fresh.
Yes. And then you don't gotta be all in the light to be doing that is how it's supposed to be. You got your studio set up, you still laying down music. Okay, so fast forward. But before we fast forward, just like I guess talk about a little of the obstacles that you probably have to face being a female in your position, because you're a powerful female.
Yeah.
Who don't get a lot of, you know, the props that you deserve. But it's like when you're powerful, you don't really need the props. You know, really, it's like if you give me props, cool. But if you don't, cool, because I'm still doing my thing.
It's like you're in my comic book and I'm telling you some of the stuff that I had to, you know, and then now I'm still here and I've survived it. So I must be okay. But when I left Universal, it was time to go put some music out. And I had not been an independent company yet. And so Mr. Payback introduced me to a company that was out of Atlanta. And they were the company that I ended up doing 2 records with. When the first record I did, you know, great. I did it in LA. The second record, I had problems with my relationship at that time. You know, niggas don't be supportive of what you're trying to do. So I tried to go out of town and do my next record, you know, to keep the ball moving. I get out there and the dude who running that, he want to try to turn out lights and act like he want to sleep with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I'm there at a nice facility, you know what I'm saying, where it's like he have a wife, she's gone to work, so now you feel like it's an opportunity for you to try to slide in my goddamn DM, but it's not like that. So I'm like, damn, I gotta check this nigga like this. No is no. And then I go to Atlanta, you know, to go visit my grandmother before I come back. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm out, because I can't deal with men that don't know how to control themselves. So I came back to LA, finished that record, fired them because look, we're not doing no more projects together. And then I started my own label, because in every situation, just like the studios, if the studio's too crowded where I'm working at and they can't get their friends to not be there when other people booking studio, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna learn how to do these programs, and I'm gonna record myself, because I work personally with my producers. You know what I'm saying? We might not live right next to each other, but they show me how to do some cold shit. And then now I'm helping them, we helping each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the vocals right, cutting out the air, I'm flying the hooks. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to do this 2014 when I got my Verizon commercial. So I'm like, I got to get my studio. Now I've upgraded, of course, to my real studio, and it's all real, because I put in the work and I've invested to get these things so I can continue to learn how to do things. And I'm still a student, but I'm also a boss. And if you try to cross me while I'm doing business with you, you will get lost in the sauce for real. Because I have to check you. You need to worry about the people who are around you. Don't try to satisfy yourself just having, you know, your instant gratification with me. Put all the cards on the table, lay it all out. You even got to bring the ex bitch to the table when you trying to fuck me. I need this bitch to know I'm who the fuck you fucking with, and this is how this go. Not no sneaky shit, because when you do sneaky shit, I cut you all the way off, and I don't play them type of games. So it's certain records I don't promote because of this business, but I'm still gonna promote all the stuff I own and the stuff that I work with on my own, because certain people don't deserve to make money off of me because they didn't do they business. They didn't do what they was supposed to do with me. You got to be a man. You got to be a real man to be around a real woman, period.
Right. And that's something that artists can really get from you, is the fact that you work hands-on with your producers, and you say that when you starting out in the game, when your business together, make sure your stuff is registered, and make sure you give producers credit. Now, I don't know, a lot of the younger people or the newer generations, me, you know, being a producer, trying to do it, like that's been like a big like thing, I guess, within a producer community, that a lot of artists do not be giving producers credit or props, or they got this kind of mentality like, yeah, I get on, you get on. Or if you see a video, you don't see the producer's name anywhere.
Right.
You'll see the videographer's name before the producer's name. And that's one of the things that kind of turned me off. You know, like I'll produce if I want, but it's like, it's a whole new industry, you know, a whole new industry with the social media and stuff like that.
Because I don't think they should have made the producer famous or the artist famous. This should be both of them. You know what I'm saying? Because that track, you might love that artist, but that track without that artist, it still belongs to somebody who created it.
And a lot of people don't realize,
if they didn't create that track, that artist wouldn't have that melody. They wouldn't have that idea if that producer didn't create that track. That's first. Yeah. Sometimes it comes another way. And then if an artist writes a melody and then a producer is able to go up under that thing and make it a hit, from just listening to your melody, he's still the magical person involved in this situation too.
Yeah, so a lot of the best,
all my producers. Yeah, I keep up with them, because at the end of the day, there are new producers who like to work with me, and I don't like to get them all mixed in with my original, my OGs, and my people who always tailor make tracks for me and custom make my beats. You know what I'm saying? I choose wisely who I work with, because I know a lot of people are hungry out there and they don't really know what they want to do. That's not my problem right now. I want to work with the ones who want to go get the money. You making music with me for many years, let's keep making money.
Right. Let's make the money. Make the money.
Yeah.
What else is there? That's what I'm saying. That's why
now. You can have a computer on all day on your song that we did and see the growth. If y'all not doing that on your own, or having y'all people put y'all in a playlist, then what are you doing? They doing that for their own favorite artists that they chose as their favorite. They don't even know them. So I've seen it happening for so long that I started to get in an algorithm with my people. Like, put me in the favorite playlist. If that's your favorite right now, I need to have a song in that playlist too. And then my squad is working with other artists individual, from what I even know, working with them to play their music so that they can add me into their playlist. So it's teamwork. It's not just about when I drop the song. After I drop the song, it's some leg work that still has to be done. And we are at 1 million streams all together. So thank you everybody who have been streaming. I definitely had to shout that out on this show. Yes. This is my girl right here.
Yeah. So I love that. Congrats on the 1 million streams. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't independent, because that's not easy to do these days. So